What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Multiverse the Demon from Dark Knight's Metals, or Demon Knights. Yeah, it's from Demon Knights. Now, I'm a huge Justice League Dark fan, and in particular Etrigan the Demon. So to finally have an Etrigan the Demon in my collection is super awesome. This is not the version I ever would have asked for. I mean, it's too modern. I just want like the red with the blue cape, and I want that Etrigan. I think DC Icons was gonna do one, but then that line got canceled, and that figure looked amazing. I would love for Mcfarlane to do that, and it seems like they could, because it seems like you could reuse parts, just different colors and stuff. I don't know, but I would love to see that version. But what we got here isn't bad. So it just says the Demon. It doesn't say Etrigan anywhere, but we all know who this is. You get the window at the top, standard DC Multiverse box. You get a picture on the back, which is a product image that actually looks really, really nice. I think the photography looked pretty good. They're kind of killing it with the photography. You get to see some other figures in the line, which I only reviewed the Dr. Fate, the Chase one. And I don't plan on really getting any of these. I don't need that. Maybe if I see the Batwoman Beyond, but for the most part, I don't really care. On the bottom, there's the barcode if you guys are needing of it. But yeah, pretty standard packaging. Nothing really special about it other than the cool picture on the back. So let's finally go ahead and take a look and open this guy up. So taking old Jason Blood out of the packaging, I gotta say there are some things about this figure that surprised me in all the right ways. We'll definitely get to it. Don't you worry about that. But this guy is awesome. Again, not the version of Etrigan I ever would have asked for, ever really wanted, but it's Etrigan the Demon. Like, I'll take it in any form. If this is what I gotta do to get one step closer to a classic Etrigan, then I shall do so. I shall do so. And this guy does not disappoint for what he's supposed to be. I'm actually very happy with it. Coming in for a closer look at the head sculpt here, it looks really nice. It looks really good. I don't know if you can see on here, but like on his cheeks, he's got like a blush of like pale white, kind of like skin. So it's a little strange, a little off-putting, because you would think that it'd be not good, but not that big a deal. It looks fine. It just kind of looks a little chalky. I was trying to wipe it off, but I think it's intentional. So, but the eyes, the black around the eyes, though, this head sculpt, like if I saw this down, I would have thought it was a classic Etrigan. So this is pretty cool. It goes down to the neck, which is a separate piece. Then going here, you get this design that I'm not entirely familiar with, to be completely honest, but it doesn't look bad. You get nice silver, like gunmetal gray, nice cherry red on the front there. You get the signet right there, which looks really nice, which is also painted in a cherry red and some gunmetal gray. You got these straps here. That this whole piece is a separate piece here, like the pelvis, which we'll get to in a minute. You get the sculpted chainmail like all the way down the arms and the legs, which look really, really nice. You do get the silver gunmetal gray there. Two grippy hands. I would have liked an open hand, like a clawing hand would have been really nice, or a fist hand. That would have been awesome. But what's here is okay. I guess you could kind of fudge that to be like a gripping, like, with the sword in one hand, and it's okay. It looks fine. Going down here, you get the nice loincloth here, which is super soft, and it does go around the back too. There is quite a few bit of silver mishaps across the whole thing on mine. Got a little bit on the knee here, some in the arm. It's not bothering me because, it's Etrigan, so, like, he's going to be in battle and whatever, so that's fine by me. You do get a nice cape. It's soft. It's got great texture on it, nice sculpt. I love the way he sculpts his capes. Sure, soft bendy wire is always the best way, but, that's not always plausible. One thing that I can say is I would like if these were punched in with silver or red or just something to make those clasps come out a little bit. Going down the legs, you get awesome looking knees here. And these nice big pads that are not infringed by articulation at all. It looks pretty good. You get these nice shin guards, like the knight. He's a knight, I guess, from an era of a knight. So coming down here, you get these cuffs on the boots, which you would think they'd get in the way of articulation, but they do not, which we'll talk about it more in the articulation segment. But you do get the toesies out. Would have liked to see the nails get painted. I think that would have been kind of cool. Paint them black or something. I'm not sure, or darker orange, but, not that big a deal. Again, as I've said twice now, this is not the Etrigan I've ever asked for. But does that mean that it doesn't look good for what it is? No, I still wanted it, still bought it, didn't I? And I'm so happy that I did, because he looks great. Looks very high quality in my opinion. And the pins, while they're there, you don't really see them on Mcfarlane toys, so it doesn't really bother me. But let's go ahead and take a look at his one accessory. So he only comes with his sword, but that's fine by me. There is some paint difference. The hilt is a molded gray plastic, whereas the blade itself is painted in this nice silver that matches the body itself. So I really, really like that. I like the nicks and like chips in the sword, but it still looks sharp. It's thin, and it's not like that one Wonder Woman sword where it was like bendy. It's a little bit bendy, so you don't have to worry about it breaking, but it still holds its shape really well. So I really like this. It is a little bit difficult getting it in his hand because his hands are extremely hard, but just click it in, boom, done. And now he's wielding his sword, and that looks awesome. So I gotta say, I'm happy that he came with the sword, because he could have easily came with nothing, and I still would have bought it and been happy with it. But, you know, the fact that he did come with something is pretty awesome, let alone this awesome sword. So I like that. Fist hands or clawing, clenching hands would have been nice, but I'll take this. Now, the most surprising thing about this figure was the articulation. And I say surprising, some in a good way, some in a not so good way. So let's run through, because there is a lot to talk about. The head, I wish it moved up a little bit more. It only goes up about that far, goes down that far, swivels side to side, and it does pivot. It's really tight, but it does get around the way that you need it to. So I guess it's fine. It's all right. The shoulders are a little bit loose, but they go up past horizontal. They go all the way around. You just kind of got to manipulate the shoulder pad out, because the shoulder pad is attached to the top of the collarbone, and you get that little butterfly joint in there, which the cap is sculpted like the chainmail. So I really like that it's not just a flat piece the same color. That's pretty cool. No bicep swivel. Now, this is one surprising thing that is not in a good way. That is the elbow range. That's straight, that's bent. What is that? Like, that's barely anything. And it's weird, because the way that they sculpted it, you definitely could have got a little bit more range out of there if they just sculpted that peg down a little bit, like if you see right there. I don't know why they didn't do that, but whatever. It does rotate there, which is pretty ugly, but I guess it's better than nothing, but not by much. And then, you know, your ball hinges at the wrist, which aren't really like showing, so it looks pretty good. And then going down here to the diaphragm joint, you do get to rotate here. It clicks a little bit, but it does go, and you rotate at the waist too. He's very ovular, so it kind of looks a little bit weird and gappy, especially right there. That's kind of whack. I mean, so he'll crunch back technically like almost 90, which is crazy. And he'll crunch forward pretty good too, believe it or not. So I'm okay with that. That's awesome, but it's super gappy. Luckily, since this is a separate piece, you can kind of shift it if the glue doesn't want to come off, but you can kind of shift it, but not completely. So it is going to be a little bit gappy. You get pivot. So it's a little annoying. It's a little weird, but you know, like I said, if you shift it around, it could work. Just pop the glue on it, but it's not that big a deal. It actually helps it move around better. So then we come out to the hips. And the hips are going to move outwards, full splits, full sending it. Good job, Etrigan. Down, he'll kick forward that far, back that far. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, please. Thigh swivel. Full on thigh swivel. Mcfarlane Toys, I don't know if you did this on accident. Wow, that just came off. I don't know if you did this on accident. You listened to the fans and you did it. But this is what we want to see, baby. The sculpt's not ruined. The articulation is added. Everybody's happy. So awesome. Look at that. Guys, there's a thigh swivel. That's awesome. Didn't know that was going to be a thing. Double jointed knees that go pretty far. He'll kick forward that far, back that far. He does have good pivot, and he does have a toe joint, which is crazy because you would think that there would be like little to no articulation here, but it's got quite a bit. Better than some figures that you would think would have like all the range in the world. So aside from the elbows and the little bit gappiness of the pelvis, this is articulated really, really well. And, you know, I think it's awesome. I can't believe that they put a thigh swivel in like that. That's so good. Please keep doing that, Mcfarlane Toys. Like, everybody wants it. Everybody wants that. So just keep doing it. We love it. Elbow is weak, but, you know, what are you going to do? So I think the articulation is really good on this guy. Now, I don't really have anything in the way of comparing. Like, I don't really have anything that I think he should really be compared to. I know there is a rumored deluxe Swamp Thing, which Swamp Thing, other than Batman, is my favorite DC character, and I've been wanting a good, big, mean Swamp Thing in my collection for a very long time now. So hopefully that rumor pans true. I saw that there was a listing on Amazon for it, and it got taken down. So I know it's I know it's all but confirmed, but I can't wait to see that. So for right now, until we can build up a good Dark Justice League Dark team, I'm just going to compare him to the Action Comics 1000 Superman, which Etrigan is slightly taller, as he should be. He's a big guy, so I'm happy to see that he is bigger than Superman, but not crazy big. So again, very excited for the Swamp Thing. That might be in my top 10 figures of the year if it comes out this year. If not, it'll definitely be in next year's. But yeah, this is awesome. So I like that he's a big chunky boy. So I know it's that time in the video where I know all of you are asking yourself, yo, Ant, what do you think of this figure? And I gotta say, he is awesome. Said it once, said it a million times. Never would have asked for this version of Etrigan, but now that he's here, I'm very happy for it. I think the articulation, aside from the weak-ass elbows and the weird gappy pelvis, is awesome. It's a thigh swivel, ladies and gentlemen. We've been crying about that forever now, so to finally get it and it be implemented so perfectly, the way that we always wanted it to, we love to see it. At least I do. The sword's really nice. The paint apps are really good. I mean, it's a little sloppy, but I like the colors that they chose. I like the matted skin for him. The head sculpt is absolutely gorgeous. I saw somebody customize this a little bit to make it look more classic. I might go ahead and do that, but I don't really know. I don't really have the time to be doing that right now, but it is awesome. It looks really good. I can't believe that I finally have an Etrigan the Demon in my collection. I remember I was talking to somebody who doesn't really care about toys, and I was like, oh my god, they're making an Etrigan. And they're like, who? And I'm like, Etrigan the Demon, duh. But yeah, awesome character, awesome figure. Would love to get a Justice League Dark team. Give me Zatanna, give me Constantine, Swamp Thing's on the way. You know, give me Deadman. I have the DC Icons Deadman, and honestly, that one's fine for me. I like Deadman being a little bit smaller, but I wouldn't be upset if Mcfarlane made one. So yeah, this is awesome. If I was to give this figure a rating, it'd be an easy 10 out of 10. Even with the weak elbows and the weird pelvis, I'm just happy to have this. And the thigh swivel honestly makes up for it. Maybe a 9 out of 10, but honestly, I'm really happy with it. So with that, I think that's all I got for today. If you guys have not already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Or to the channel, on the video, blah, 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 you know what I mean. Get us to 300 subscribers, my friends. Come on, come on. If we get there by the end of the year, I will do a giveaway for you guys. I don't know of what yet, but I'll do a poll, and, you know, we can take a vote on what we'd like to give away, and I will do that for you guys, because that would be amazing to get to 300 by the end of the year. I would love to see that. Also, let me know. You copping, guys? You copping? Let me know if you're getting Etrigan. Let me know down below if you're copping. But anyway, follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel, 300 subscribers, giveaway, yada, yada, yada. I think that's all I got for today. So I will see you guys in the next review. Peace.